How to set up and install your Google Nest Cam with Floodlight. We're going to show you how to set up and install your Google Nest Cam with Floodlight. The Nest Cam Floodlight is designed to replace an existing floodlight with a wired connection of 100 to 240 VAC, 50 to 60 Hz. Install in accordance with local building and installation regulations. New installations may require additional hardware. You may need to hire a qualified professional to help with installation. Everything you need to get started is included in the box. You may also need a Phillips screwdriver, a level, caulk, and a ladder. Make sure you have a Google account set up and the Google Home app installed. Go to accounts.google.com to set up an account. Then download the Google Home app from Google Play or the Apple App Store. Add your Nest Cam with Floodlight to the Google Home app. When prompted, you'll scan the QR code found on the front of your camera. Remove the QR code sticker and place it in the Quick Start Guide. Saving it will make it easier to set up your camera again if you need to. If you misplace the QR code, you can still set up your camera with Floodlight. Just tap Continue without scanning. You'll enter the setup code found at the bottom of your camera. The app will then guide you through installation and setup. You'll remove your old floodlight, install your Nest floodlight, attach your Nest Cam, and then complete setup in the Google Home app. Make sure your phone or tablet is connected to the same Wi-Fi network that will be used to set up your Nest Cam with Floodlight. Go to your home's breaker box and turn off the switch that controls the power to the light. This protects you and your equipment. Now follow the steps in the app to remove the old floodlight. If there's a mounting bracket attached to the junction box, make sure to remove it. If a junction box was not used for your old floodlight, consult a professional to install one. Connect the grounding wire, included in the box, to the mounting plate's green ground screw. Then, use one of the wire nuts provided to connect the other end of the wire to the existing ground wire from your junction box. The ground wire from your junction box may be copper, green, or green and yellow. Pull the wires through the mounting plate. Use the arrows on the mounting plate to line it up to the top of the junction box. When aligned correctly, you will see the screw holes. If you don't, rotate the plate 45 degrees to the next arrow. Loosely attach the plate to the junction box with the screws provided. 3 different sets of junction box screws are included, so you can find the size that fits best. Now get your level and line it up to the horizontal lines on the mounting plate. Adjust the plate until it's level. Now tighten the screws. Make sure the arrow and the G on the mounting plate cover are upright. Press the cover over the mounting plate until you hear it click. Then use the mounting plate screws provided to secure it in place. Use caulk along the outer edge of the mounting plate cover to seal any gaps between the cover and the wall. Avoid using caulk around the bottom of the cover where the drainage hole is located. The mounting plate cover is designed to be painted so you can match it to the color of your home. Make sure to only paint the outer ring. Avoid painting the center or center edge to ensure that the floodlight mounts properly. Use the S-hook provided to keep your floodlight in place while you connect the wires. Now, use the remaining wire nuts to connect the floodlight. First, connect the white wire from the floodlight to the white wire from the junction box. These are your neutral wires. Then connect the black wire from the floodlight to the black wire from the junction box. These are your hot wires. To avoid an electrical short, make sure the exposed wire ends are free of corrosion and no longer than a 1/2 inch or 13 millimeters. Remove the S-hook and push the wires through the center of the hole of the mounting plate. Now position the floodlight over the mounting plate cover. Turn it counterclockwise to align the clips on the back of the floodlight with the grooves on the cover. Then press the floodlight onto the cover and twist clockwise until you hear it click in place. Mount the camera on the floodlight's magnetic plate. Then connect the power cable. Make sure the magnetic connector is fully inserted and pointing in the right direction. You'll feel it snap into place. Turn the power back on. The floodlight will turn on for about 30 seconds, and the status light on the camera will pulse blue. If the floodlight and the camera's status light do not turn on, turn off the power and double-check that you've correctly wired the Nest Cam and floodlight. If it still doesn't turn on, you may need to hire a professional to help with installation. Secure the camera and floodlight with anti-theft screws. You'll use the small screw to attach the floodlight to the cover plate and the large screw to attach the camera to the floodlight. Use the hex key provided to secure the screws in place. Position the lights and camera to illuminate the area you'd like to view. Then tighten the knobs at the base of each light when they are aimed where you want. In the last few steps, you'll connect the camera to your Wi-Fi network, give your camera and floodlight a location name, and make sure the camera's video and audio are turned on. To learn more, visit the Google Help Center.